things kind of suck at the moment, and I'm sad about it. So let's talk about something fun and flippant. Let's talk about wrestling. Yes, I know I talk about wrestling a lot. I have tunnel vision, and this is my current tunnel. So choo-choo, motherfuckers. What the fuck was that? Edit that out. I haven't quite got my hooks back into all wrestling yet. I've watched a couple of AEWs and a couple of AAAs, but I'm mostly meaning the big W, because it's so easy to just switch on Netflix, and let's be honest, I'm a lazy bitch. And so much as I like wrestling for the sake of wrestling, I kind of need to click with a person or persona before I want to just keep coming back and check in on them. And so far I haven't in AEW. I mean, I know the Bucks are there and the Bucks are always fun. And Tony Storm. I watched one promo and I was in love, but they haven't quite hooked me. Yeah, so I mostly watch the big W, and that's kind of sad because the big W isn't as fun as it used to be. The talky sections are too long and the matches are usually too short, and it's getting very repetitive. Someone will break the announcer's table, somebody will get thrown over or through the timekeeper area. Ilya will fight Carmelo for the US title. Neither the Wyatts or the Myths can have a match without the other interrupting and interfering, and that lamp will forever be in limbo. Cody will have or chase the championship. Drew will complain about being screwed. Alistair and Zelina are boring the shit out of me. Sammy seems to have a weird vendetta against water bottles at the moment. Oh, and at some point someone in a mask will show up. Oh, and Damien will have a never-ending feud with someone. Although at the moment he seems to be in a tag team, and they totally earned those belts with the, 2 matches they had? I know people love Priest and R-Truth. I like Priest and R-Truth, but if you watched my angry video, you know? I mostly returned to the WWE because of the Motorcity Machine Guns. And Sammy. And Dan answered now. I am a newly born Fanhausen, and this is my ongoing petition to have him adopt me. Or curse me. Either is fine. Quick aside, if Danhausen curses you and you're holding up a mirror, does it bounce back onto him, or does it completely cancel out because he has no reflection? But of course the Guns are the reason I started watching it again, so let's talk about their story. Well, we were teasing the split. Oh no, the Craigs are appearing. He's not wearing a leather jacket backstage. Conspiracy theory hat. Hey, you're still committed to the machine guns? Prove it. Then I thought maybe they were going to swerve us and say, haha, we knew you hardcore Guns fans would be all huffy about a split. Actually, what we're doing is a heel turn. Alex Shelley has to prove it. He'll do something despicable to win a match. Presto changeo, bad guys. And they're good at being bad guys. They're good at being good guys. They're good at being tweeners? I don't know my terms very well. Because I think that's what they were mostly in TNA. They were more like just mischievous boys. Although I don't think you can get away with being mischievous boys in your 40s. Says the woman in her 40s who still acts like she's 12 years old. But now, however, they seem to be doing a thing where Mr. Shelley is going to steal Mrs. Wrestling from Johnny Depresso. And maybe that's going to break Mr. Depresso out of his funk and he's going to come back and fight for his lady? I don't know. Because he hasn't been treating her very nice, you know. He's been moping through her one and only match she's had on Main for ages. And there was the whole I have nothing. And of course Mr. Shelley put his hand on her back. And as we all know, if you put your hand on somebody's back, that means you're instantly having an affair. We know this to be true. I saw it on Reddit. Or maybe he's going to wake up and say, you steal my Candace, I steal your Chris Sabin. And as Boy says, they could then form a tag team called Handguns. I didn't get it either, but it's a DIY. Is handiwork and guns. I've heard worse. I mean, we're currently dealing with a Charlexa, so Candace will do anything to help her Johnny Boo become a Johnny Normal, and if that means helping another wrestler win a few matches, that's not exactly a big ask. And if the Shelley has to choose between the Candace and the Johnny and the Chris Sabin and the Guns, and he chooses the Chris Sabin and the Guns, then maybe we'll get this rematch. Because Candace needs more matches on Main, she's bloody brilliant. Boy wanted Johnny Depresso and Machine Guns and Fraxium to all join in a 5-man team and then beat up the MFTs. Because we're bored of the MFTs. Not the MFTs themselves, just the storyline of the MFTs are having. They need to do something more interesting, although it was nice to see JC, Mateo and Tamatonga in a tag team match, even if it was with the non-tag team. And there was more interference. Though fun things might be happening for Tamatonga, he seems to be the teen of the family, and he's finally realised that his single dad is kinda cringe. So that might be a breakaway worth watching if they don't fumble it. Why'd you say it like that? Talk normally. I don't know what they're doing with Tammy at the moment other than a hatred of water bottles. Boy wants him to stick the mask back on and become El Generico. Not likely, but presumably we're turning heel and getting a bit nasty with it. Didn't like the way that sounded. Wrong kind of nasty. Getting mean. That's better. I will miss Happy Sammy. I will miss Happy Sammy intro music. It makes me feel like doing a kickflip and playing Tony Hawk. But if it means more Sammy is good. More Sammy, please. I'm not very excited by the women's division at the moment. It's just a personal preference thing. I'm allowed to like things different. I like Julia and Kiana and the Kabuki Warriors. I like Albafire and Chelsea. To be honest, I just like hearing Albafire's accent on telly. And I like Io and sometimes Rhea. But we're mostly getting Charlotte and Alexa and Naya and Lash and the Bella Twins. And and if you like them, you like them, but it's just not for me. I never got the hype of the Bella Twins, maybe because I missed their era and I missed something spectacular. I mean, I'm not all that sold on AJ Lee either, or the Natty and Maxine feud, but again, I'm allowed to like things different. If you like it, you like it, that's fine. And then there's Jade. Man, I really hope they drop the belt to Rhea, because they need to do something more interesting with Jade, because she's boring right now. I'm sure there's more to her than muscles and she's that bitch and bet. Come on, Webby, get writing. But she's got a posse now, so that's something. I do like when the W does a story in the background of another story segment. I think that's an interesting way of doing storylines. And it makes it feel like, look, the world does go on without the cameras. They don't all just stand in limbo waiting for someone to shout action. Unless you're Kit Wilson in that section with The Miz. That's not dissing Kit. We like Kit. That was a production problem. Someone didn't say 3, 2, 1, go in time. But it was kind of funny. Even if I'm not quite sold on the Kit Wilson jelly roll thing, we'll see where it goes. Which leads me to The Miz and his curse, which also was my favourite Danhausen mystery appearance so far. Boy thinks Miz's curse should have the opposite effect on him, because let's be fair, he's been losing a lot lately. And brought out just for RKOs and random sucker punches. So maybe the curse should backfire and he should start winning again. Or he agrees to mentor Danhausen and then his first match after that is a win. Surprise face. And that was it. That was my boring Smackdown ramble because I wanted to talk about it. It's fun to talk about things that you enjoy and love, and now I have. So, goodbye. Was that too abrupt?